guys, so I'm just going to quickly show you how you can sew your two crotch pattern pieces, your crotch main and your crotch lining, to your front and back pattern pieces so that your crotch seams aren't visible on the inside of your panties. So this process is the same whatever sort of style panty you are making. So I'm just showing you this with sort of a hipster style, but if you've got a high leg or even a high waisted pair of panties, this process is the same. So what you will sort of generally have is your crotch main and your crotch lining and your front and back pattern pieces. This is about as basic as it gets with a pair of panties. So to start off, just take your front pattern piece, let's get this all out of the way, and your crotch main. So place these right sides together. This is your front crotch seam. It's generally the smaller one. So put that to the front crotch seam on the front of the panties, just like that, and just match it just in the centre for the moment. So pop a pin in there, like that. So these two seams match just in the centre here, and then turn all this over, like that. So now this is the wrong side of the fabric, and take your crotch lining and place this right side down. Just trying to decide which is the right side. There we are. So that's right side down. And then just again in the centre, make sure it is the centre of the crotch pattern piece, and then just pop a pin in the centre again. And you can take the one out the back, or rather the front, like that. So then what you want to do is sort of match your seams at the side, because you are trying to put two opposite curves together here, so that's why it might resist you slightly, but just keep jiggling it around a little bit. It's not too much of a curve, so it shouldn't be too bad, but I just think a curved seam looks so much better on the front of a pair of panties, which is why all of mine have little curved seams on the front rather than something sort of straight across right at the front. Not so flattering, I don't think. So there we are, that's what it looks like now after you've put your pins in, and that's the other side. So you can see we've got right side to right side of the main fabrics here, and then on the other side we've got the lining right side to the wrong side of the front pattern piece. So now what I'm going to do is just sew this seam with a straight stitch just straight across, and I'm going to use a 5mm seam allowance. So there we are, all good so far. You can see it's kind of coming together. So you've got your seams kind of tucked up in there. I am just going to trim back the seam allowance. So what we want to do now, obviously we want to attach the back pattern piece in. So what we need to do is place the work sort of this way up, so the right side of the crotch we can see, and sort of lay it out like this. So we've got our two crotch pieces here, and then this is sort of concertinaed in the middle out of the way. So then we take our back pattern piece, find the back crotch seam, right side to the right side of the crotch main, matching the straight edge of the seam, and it'll fit like that. Then I'm going to take the rest of the pattern piece and sort of just concertina that out of the way as well. So that will sit like this. And then what I'm going to do is take my crotch lining and fold it over all of this, and then match that too. There we are. So just make sure it's all sitting together. There we go. There we are. So again, I'm just going to sew this seam straight across. So again, I am just going to trim back this seam allowance ever so slightly, and I'm using these scissors because it's so much more easy than those other ones I was using a second ago for this anyway. So there we go. So now all that we need to do is just turn it all through, just pull it through like this, and it will sort of reveal itself to you. So there we are. So then all that you have to do is give this a press, and you've got completely enclosed seams.